Thanksgiving is almost upon us, and I was thinking to myself, is there a better occasion than Thanksgiving to awkwardly shoehorn in a discussion on politics? I think not. So, here we go. Well, to start off with, I just wanted to reiterate something from my welcome video, episode 0. And that's just that I'm not here to lecture at you. I don't want to say, you should think this. I want to open things up for discussion. And with politics in particular, I want to try to do this as even-handedly as I can manage. And I'm hoping that this video will help people appreciate the other side. I want people to respect and be more understanding of people who have different political opinions than you. And hopefully give you some good reasons to think that. Now, what I want to start off in this video is, well, who are the players in the game of politics? Who are the right and the left, conservatives and liberals? Well, conservatives are people who, well, want to conserve institutions in society that they view as valuable. They see institutions like family, church, capitalism, free markets, as great gifts from history that are worthy of protecting and expanding, and encouraging people to follow suit. That these are awesome things that we should gratefully participate in. Liberals have a different take. They're more, well, for one, they're more suspicious of institutions, and well, they're wary of corruption. That people are using their positions of power to enrich themselves, to exclude other people from having the same opportunities that they had. And they're even they're even critical of these institutions working as advertised. Like in the free market, incredible innovations can come out and generate lots of wealth for some people, but there's a lot of people, well, they fail at the game of the free market and they stack up with next to nothing. So maybe we should have concern for the people who stack up poorly in the game of the free market. So in so many ways, liberals, well, they're more open to new ideas. They're not as tied down to tradition. They want to, well, consider the things outside of what our society has given us. Anyway, so that's some of, I guess, the dividing line between the left and the right. And so one is, I guess, an upholder of, or they want to make the case for all these institutions, while another is critical of these things, and wants to open things up for new things to come forth, and accommodate everyone in society, not just those who are successful in these institutions. And the difference between the left and the right is not exactly a matter of opinion. I would say that it's more similar to the difference between introverts and extroverts. How an introvert, well, I guess first I'm guessing that you guys are familiar with those terms. But if you're curious whether or not you're an introvert or extrovert, a question you can ask yourself, pretty straightforward, is social interactions with people, does that energize you or exhaust you? If it energizes you, you're an extrovert, and opposite, introvert. And it's not like an extrovert can just say to an introvert, you should just spend more time. You should spend more time with people. I mean, in some sense, it's good advice, because an introvert, if you want to grow as a person, you should try to expand who you are and take on attributes of people who are that you're not like, to try to increase your capacity of social interactions, to pick up some social skills. But an introvert is never going to be a person who just absolutely loves going from party to party, just hanging out with tons of people. That's always going to be something that wears them out. So in the same way, I would say that politics is like that. That conservatives and liberals are, in many ways, their temperament, who they are as people, influences how they come out politically. And I have some, I guess, some reasons to back that up. But that's a topic for a future video. I've been alluding to it in a couple of videos. Jordan Peterson's psychology course that he taught at the University of Toronto digs into some of the reasons why people are politically conservative and politically or liberal. Now, and one final note that I wanted to make is also that it's a good thing that not only is it like an intractable issue that there are people on the left and the right, there's no getting rid of it, but also it's a good thing that to have these competing urges in society, because it keeps both sides honest. Because if either side holds absolute uncontested power for long enough, well, absolute power corrupts absolutely, I think is there's a reason that it's an adage. So I don't think any political end of the spectrum is designed to hold power forever. There needs to be a check on them. At least that's how I've come to understand politics, and I've seen that ebb and flow. Anyway, so I guess that's basically all I wanted to say in today's video. Just to hopefully that gives you a little bit more perspective on at first just knowing what is the source of tension in society, and a lot of it is that philosophical difference between conservatives and liberals, and yeah, why both of these exist. Well, more on that later, but. And that is a good thing that there are these differences, and so hopefully that will give you a little bit more patience with people who hold different opinions than you. At least it did for me when I first really fully started to understand that I'm dealing with someone who's entirely different from me. Because in so many of my conversations when I was growing up in high school or whatever, I guess I had faulty presuppositions that all I had to do was come up with a list of facts. And present them persuasively, and then I could get a person who would start thinking exactly like I did. Like I could ideologically clone myself in someone else if I just gave them the right the right list of the right information. And that was, well, very naive of me. So I'm hoping that that gives you some idea of what the issue is with politics and why it's very exasperating, but it's a necessary and healthy part of society for liberals and conservatives to hash it out. Hopefully, we'll get to a place in our society where it's not as all-consuming, and I think we're a little bit overly steeped in politics right now, where it seems like almost everything is politics. As soon as an election is over, it feels like we're already back in campaign season again, and that's I think it is unhealthy. But hopefully we can get back to a place where we can have normal, healthy, productive discussions, where there will be give and take. And my encouragement to you is if you do find yourself in conversation with people who have different ideas than you, be patient. Well, for one, listen to what they have to say. Give them the proper respect. They might know something that you don't know, and they might be willing to share that with you if you actually stopped and listened. If you show that kind of respect and you, without throwing out insults about their intelligence and whatnot, if you actually just make your case, then maybe they'll learn something. So, and I think that people, like I mentioned earlier about how an introvert can grow by accumulating new social skills and gradually building up their capacity to endure social circumstances. So too, I think, can political conservatives and liberals grow who they are in their politics by understanding the opposite side more, and not being blind to what the other side thinks. I think that helps you grow as a person, even if you don't necessarily move to the other side of the aisle. You can still at least appreciate where the other side is coming from, which, well, yeah, just opens things up for healthy discussion. So anyway, that's all I had today. So I'm curious to see what you guys think, if you thought that this was a worthwhile topic, if you thought it was informative, and if you thought it was even-handed, because I'm trying my best to not, lecture you on how you should think. Anyway, I hope you'll like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below. So, thanks.